this because as a queer activist, packaging my ministerial journey as one that encompasses this kind of material makes the topic more approachable. It's often scary to identify as a Christian, let alone as someone going into ministry. Many of those close to me, and many that I meet, have been extremely hurt by religion. While I have been nothing but proud, so proud, to identify with this congregation, identifying with Christianity is another matter, and something that I am still trying to sort out for myself. I spent the better part of this month traveling through the country with two of my dearest friends. We took the train from Seattle to Providence, Rhode Island, where we spent some much-needed time with dear friends, a queer couple who has adopted the most beautiful baby. I was in awe of the patience and compassion that emerged from this chosen, biracial, multi-faith, queer family. We then spent some time in Provincetown, Massachusetts, who, if you don't know, is a bit of a queer mecca at the tip of Cape Cod. Unfortunately, our blissfully affirming trip hit a bit of a snag after leaving Providence. An extra long layover found us zoning out at a random gate in the Detroit airport. Yes, two of us have really short hair and look like 15-year-old boys. And yes, we might have been reading recycled copies of Out magazine because our friend just happened to have them in her car before dropping us off at the airport. This is how we move through the world. I might even say that I consider it normal. This comfort and sense of normalcy could explain why we were so taken off guard when suddenly a woman appeared in front of us, identifying as a Christian. Her voice and body was shaking as she looked us in the eyes and explained, "It scares me so much to approach you, but I know that I have to talk to you." And then handing us a small pamphlet entitled "The Amazing Life of Jesus Christ," she wished us a great day and disappeared.
Yeah.
I will be honest and say that I lost all composure, and for a few minutes was a blubbering mess in my friend's lap. It seemed so unfair that she got to emerge into our lives and overcome her fear by targeting us. It was upsetting, to say the least, to experience someone who, in many regards, has the same faith as me, be scared of me, simply based on appearance and assumptions. I don't know what hurt more, the general assault of the situation, the complete lack of any opportunity for discussion, or the fear and misunderstanding that was bouncing between both of us. In March, I accompanied two colleagues and a group of 14 queer and allied college students to an LGBTQI leadership conference in Stockton, California. The general theme of this event was, "Lead the movement, be the change." I attended 3 or 4 sessions each day, and at each session, a discussion would emerge about bullying, assault, and being forced into the closet. And almost every time these individuals and groups explained how this persecution was inflicted upon them by their faith community. But their stories didn't end there. Their experiences with faith continued. They wanted to know how and why. They wanted to have dialogue with those who had hurt them. They wanted to identify as queer people of faith, but didn't even know where to begin. More often than not, when I'm getting to know someone and they hear that I'm going to seminary, a look of confusion and slight fear comes across their face. The level of hurt that many have experienced due to religion, and the efficiency at which hate and fear can be promoted through such institutions is very real. I imagine that it is in instances like this moment in the airport that pop into their minds when many people hear the word Christian. Far too often, people may experience Christianity and religion as something not comforting, as a place full of assumptions where they cannot be themselves. Even we, as visibly out and liberal individuals and faith communities, cannot turn off these stories of judgment, at least not right away. During this trip, Lisa and Karen had put us in contact with a friend of theirs in Provincetown so that we would have a place to stay. It ended up being this most magical women's land with cabins and yurts and a performance stage and art installations as far as the eye could see. When talking to our host over the phone, confirming that she would, in fact, be okay with several strangers staying with her, she said, "Of course, life is for sharing."